Hello! This video will help you understand some of the more advanced logic you can incorporate into your AYTM surveys. Let's get started. This video will cover how and why to use randomization, and will walk you through the Glu command. Do you know how or when to apply randomization to your questions and answer options? Question-level randomization is helpful when you don't want or need to control the order of questions, or when you want to randomly show a set of questions to only a portion of your respondents. We've covered the basics of group logic in the logic overview video, but we'll show you the specifics in a moment. Answer randomization is even simpler. You can randomize all the answer options in your survey with a single click, or you can randomize the answers to specific questions if you don't want it to apply globally. You might want to randomize answer options to avoid unintentionally biasing respondents based on the order of answers, as one example. Let's see how these two options work in the platform. If you know you want to randomize all of the answer options in your survey, the simplest way to do this is to enter the platform, click on the gearbox, and choose Global Randomization of Answers. This will automatically apply randomization to every question in your survey. Another way you can do this is by individual questions. When you hover over a question that has randomize available to it, you will see a checkbox that says Randomize. Click this, and the answer options for just this question will become automatically randomized. Even with randomization of your answer options, you may sometimes want to keep a certain answer option locked to the bottom or top of the list. This can be achieved by clicking the anchor icon to lock that answer option into position. If you want to apply randomization to questions as opposed to answer options, you can simply use group logic. You can create groups or nodes of questions and randomize when or if those nodes are shown to respondents. You can write a group logic statement that includes all the questions in your survey if you want all questions to show in no particular order. To start, let's create two nodes of questions, but tell the platform we only want respondents to randomly see one of the two. To start our logic command, open a left bracket and type group. Now what we're going to do is group questions 6, 7, and 8 together in one node, and questions 9, 10, and 11 in another. To continue our logic statement, we will type Q 6 through 8 and use the AND operator to indicate that there's a second node, Q 9 through 11. And since we only want to show one of these two nodes to respondents randomly, we're going to add max 1. This will show respondents only one of the two possible nodes in an automatically random way. When we preview our survey and we get to question 5 and we click Next, we should be shown either question 6 or question 9. In this case, we were shown question 6. In this case, we were shown question 9. The group logic will randomly decide whether the respondent sees the first node or the second node because we used max 1. Now let's go back and see how to randomize all questions in our survey. In this case, what we're going to do is link each question individually as if it were its own node, and once we do that, the survey platform will automatically randomize the way they are displayed to respondents. We will group questions 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on, until we've listed out all the questions in our survey using the AND operator. And when we close the right bracket, each of these will be considered its own node and will be randomized. When we preview our survey, again starting at question 5 to test, and we click Next, now you see we've been shown question 9, followed by question 6. These have effectively been randomized. You can do this for all questions in your survey or just some. Any questions not included in the logic statement will remain intact as written. One last thing before we move on. Keep in mind that just because you can randomize doesn't mean you should. Consider your research objectives and respondent experience before deciding on randomization. Now let's explore the Glu command. Sometimes, even when you need randomization, you might want some answer options or sub-questions to stay together. For example, if you have a list of 6 answer variants in question 2, but want answers 1 through 3 to stick together, use the Glu command and those answers will always be displayed to the respondent together, even with randomization on. Let's see how this works. This example will show you what Glu does when you use AND logic, which is expressed with commas. Glu will always show the answer options expressed in the logic, in this case question 2 answers 1, 2, and 3, in the same order, but in a random spot within the larger list of answer options. See how the other answer options randomized? Let's use Glu for the first question in our survey. As you can see, our answer options have already been randomized, and this is a checkbox question, which does work with Glu. We start our Glu command by opening a left bracket and typing Glu. Now we're going to enter our question and answer information. So let's glue fish and birds together, which are answer options 3 and 4. We're going to take question 1, answer options 3 and 4, close brackets. Our logic turns blue so we know it's valid. What we've told the platform is to randomize all the answer options except fish and birds should stay together. Let's check this in preview. As you can see, the list has been randomized, but fish and birds are still together. Let's try it one more time to see how it works. This time when we preview, the list is shuffled again, but you can see fish and birds are still together. This example will show you what Glu does when you use OR logic, which is expressed with periods. Glu with OR will keep answers 4, 5, and 6 clustered together, but will show them in a random order and randomly within the entire list for each respondent. Using the OR operator with Glu essentially creates two different randomization groups within your question. The overall answer options will be randomized, and then when we create a Glu group, those answer options will also be randomized. Let's test. Type the logic command Glu, question 1, and let's in this case Glu answers 4, 5, and 6 together. We'll do A, 4, period for OR, 5, and 6 together. So what we should see when we preview is that birds, rodents, and reptiles are their own group stuck together but randomized within the group, while the rest of the answer options are randomized in the normal fashion. Let's preview. Remember, we're looking for birds, rodents, and reptiles to be together. As you can see, birds, rodents, and reptiles are together, while the rest of the answers are randomized. Let's try it again. Here, reptiles, birds, and rodents are again still together, but they've been shuffled independently from the rest of the options. Now that you've seen Glu in action, keep in mind that it won't work with certain question types. These are the question types to which you can apply Glu in your surveys. That's it for this video, other than a quick reminder about where you can go if you need help. The easiest way to get help when writing logic commands is within the survey editor itself. By clicking on the plus sign in the square brackets, the built-in logic guide will pop open on the right side, and you can search for commands or even populate fully built example questions of many common logic statements into your survey. You can then easily modify them to fit your own questions. Our team is also available on chat Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern.